Thank you, Rev. Congressman, thank you for your patience again. We're very excited tonight to have Congressman Bobby Rush here. People kept asking, where is the congressman? Where is the congressman? One of his staff has been here and was here for about an hour reassuring us that he was coming. And we do so appreciate your presence at this important event. You know, some people talk the talk, but you walk the walk. Some people claim to be involved in the battle, but they're really in the demilitarized zone. But you've been on the front line for a long time. Will you help me to welcome him with a warm round of applause, Congressman Bobby Rush?
Thank you so very much. Thank you so very, very much. I'm glad that I waited, because had I not waited, I wouldn't have gotten the full story. Had I not waited and bore witness to this magnificent occasion, then I would have cheated myself. So God was good in that he told me to be patient, to sit down and allow others to speak before you and learn something. This is such a magnificent occasion, such an important event, such a milestone for our community. The only thing that troubles me at this point is, where is Channel 5 and Channel 7 and Channel 9? Where is the mass media at in Inglewood now? If there had been a shootout on 80th and Halston, traffic would have been stopped. You would have seen media all over the place, because it would have been an event that they would have rushed back to their newsrooms, cut their tape, print up their stories, and you would have seen it on 10 o'clock news and on the headlines of the Sun-Times and the Tribune tomorrow. Young blacks kill each other. Gang banging in Inglewood. Gang warfare breaks out in Inglewood. They don't report these stories. We want them to know that we've got a young 20-year-old who's a leader, but he ain't a leader of a gang. He's a leader of a crew. He's a leader of a business crew. He's a leader that's going to go into his own business. He ain't selling drugs. He's selling chicken. And you know what? He's going to make more money for us selling chicken. And he's going to make more money for this community. And he's going to make us all so much more proud of him than any other young 20-year-old could possibly be. So I want Channel 5 and Channel 7 and Channel 2 to understand that they missed their headline story, because in our hearts, this is indeed the headline story of the year, this occasion right here. Let me just say to you, you know, I am a Christian, but I'm a funny kind of Christian. I believe in a Christianity that says that you got to go out and help your community solve the problems that confronts that community. That you just can't sit back in your great, beautiful edifice called the church and on Sunday morning preach, and your job as a Christian minister is through. That you've got to get out here, walk with the people, talk with the people. You've got to see promise in every individual that walks these streets and walks these communities. You've got to see a vision where nobody else sees a vision. And you've got to be committed to making that vision happen. And I tell you, the mark of a Christian leader, the mark of a real Christian leader, is someone who can see and witness a closed Brown's Chicken, boarded up, shuttered, and can see, have a vision that in that building there can be not only businesses thriving, but businesses headed by the same young people that the entire nation is beginning to curse. The same young people that have turned their backs on church and on leadership, that in this building we can rebuild a community. And I tell you, I am so proud to be here this afternoon, this evening with you. I'm just so proud to say that I have witnessed with my own self-eyes a man who has a vision and a commitment and understand that all he had to do was make a decision to take one step, and our glorious God would take the rest of the steps for him. That's what we have in Reverend Haynes, a man with a vision. And I'm going to tell you, unless we see this and understand the lessons of this, that this is the answer. God first, committed religious leadership second, committed business leaders third, committed community leaders fourth. Unless we see that partnership and understand that partnership, then we won't ever be able to rebuild our communities and rekindle our spirit. We won't ever be able to solve that problem. If we see that vision, and if we see that, understand what's really happening here, and take this model and repeat this model, not only in Inglewood, but in Chatham, and not only in Chatham, but in Grand Boulevard, Cabrini Green, the West Side, the South Side, Gary, Indiana, Markham, Kankakee, all over the world. If we see this vision and commit ourselves to using the instruments that are gathered here, then we will be able to rebuild our communities. And you know what? You ain't got to always rely on the government to do it. There is no government entity that was involved in this. But let me tell you now, that's not to just dismiss this government now.